Welcome to YOUCANIC. One last thing, when you've done replacing your brakes and rotors on a vehicle, front or back, you're going to want to start your vehicle, pump the brake so that you'll push the brakes close and up against the caliper before you go ahead and drive anywhere, and make sure your brakes come back to what you're used to in the strength and whatnot. But what it does is it pushes this caliper piston closer, and it makes the gap smaller. If you just go ahead, replace these, and take off and start driving down the road, you might go to hit the brakes, and your brake pedal will go to the floor, and you won't have the stopping power until you build up that pressure, because it's a valve that pushes it in there, and once it gets there, it just sets in there. So you're going to want to do that by starting the car, pumping the brakes a few times to get that the brake fluid to set where it needs to go. You want to do that for safety, so that you don't just take off and think and try to stop and you can't stop. Other than that, it's the way you change brakes on most of these disc brakes. They're fairly similar, but that's the way you change them here on this Kia Optima. But also, that is a good recommendation that you should be doing and checking it, and/or you can bleed the system too. So we just got done replacing the brakes and rotors on this 2016 Kia Optima, and a couple of reasons why you would always replace the rotors, or it's a good recommendation to replace them and/or get them turned. But these brake pads were really clean, really good, had a lot of power, a lot of brake pad left on them, the ones that I took off. But you could tell that the rotor most likely wasn't changed again, or wasn't changed at the time that the previous brake pads were changed. See, this is a nice new smooth one, and see, here's the old one. And see, what happens over time is your brakes wear, they will make a groove in the rotor, and they can make more than one groove, and so like right here, there's a pretty good lip on there. I'm trying to show it at the bottom here. There's a pretty good lip on there, which means that this was most likely not changed, and also the amount of corrosion that's in there, the rust and the corrosion and all of this that's inside there, and that can cause other noises and issues with your car. So it's always a pretty good recommendation to at least get them turned. There's not whole places that do them anymore, but definitely want to replace the rotors when you replace your brake pads. And the other thing is, if you don't change your rotors, you're going to reduce the life expectancy of your brakes themselves. It's not that much more expensive to have the rotors, go ahead and do the rotors and the brakes all at the same time, but that's your preference. But yeah, these definitely got some good grooves in there. That's caused by the brakes themselves, from wearing and stopping. But you can really reduce the life expectancy of a new set of brakes with not replacing this or getting it turned. And that's one of the things you look at when you're looking at in changing your brakes and your rotors, is that you want to have the maximum life expectancy and the best stopping power. And that's why you would change. That's why I would recommend that you change them both at the same exact time. And thanks for watching YOUCANIC, where you can be the mechanic.